What's up, everybody? Welcome to an interesting episode of the Hockey Happy Hour, only on a2dradio.com. We are coming to you live from the Real Talk Studios here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey. Mikey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Brian Daly, Michael Klenkoff, Ryan Brutto over there producing for us tonight. I think this team has hit rock bottom.
That's the familiar sound of, Philadelphia fans right now.
Yep, I think this team has officially hit rock bottom. Mikey, before we get into it, who are we brought to by?
You know who we're brought to you by. It's Specialized Physical Therapy. They're located in Cherry Hill, Burlington, and Princeton, New Jersey. You can find them on their website at specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Well, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. Flyers fans, we are here for you tonight.
We're offering a lot of
Think of it.
support, okay?
Think of us as your therapist.
Yes.
Think of it as a delayed Festivus, where you get to air your grievances with us.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. I mean, listen, we do this every Thursday night, for the comfort of these fans. And if I could be their therapist, why not? Why not? I mean, this is what I'm here for, okay?
I mean, we don't necessarily root for the Flyers.
Not even close.
You're not even close.
Listen,
I'm a little closer than you are.
Yeah,
But we do have unbiased opinions.
absolutely.
So anyway, we're going to talk a little more trade talk. We're going to talk what the hell did this team need to do to get turned around?
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely a lot.
Poll question tonight is an interesting one. This is going to lead into a little bit of our what needs to change.
Mm-hmm.
Will Wayne Simmonds be traded before the trade deadline on February 25th? Easy, yes or no. If you got a reason why, we'll take your reasons.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like you said, we're here for you guys tonight. Because when you woke up this morning, it didn't look good.
No, not at all. And you know what? I'm mad that I had slight faith in the Flyers, and I put a little money on them the other night. Ooh, never doing that again. There's two teams I'm never putting money on, and it's two teams in Philadelphia. It's the Sixers, and it's the goddamn Flyers. I put money on -3 last night, by the way, for the Sixers game, and they lose by, 30? After beating them by 30? So, yeah. Not very happy with that. I figured, a nice little back-to-back swing for the Sixers. But no.
No,
So,
why would they?
Never putting money on a Philadelphia team again, except for maybe the Eagles, but we'll see.
We're going to have to wait a little bit. We got to get past the Saints first.
Exactly. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's been a lot of problems with this team, and I figured, since last week maybe we would have seen at least one win from this team to talk about, but – we can't even do that.
We can't even do that with the Ducks right now either.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I know since then the Penguins have lost one.
Not going to lose to fucking Ottawa. Jesus Christ.
After what they end up losing by? Was it 2-1? Was it
Anaheim? Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, I saw that they tied it up, or
fucking
they were
Bobby
winning.
Ryan.
I forget what it was. But
Bobby Ryan doing what he can to pester us.
there it is, goal number 1. Who's that? TK?
Oh, he needed one badly.
Yeah. So the Flyers take a 1-0 lead. We are.
As usual, I look away and I miss the goals.
You like me now?
All right, so since last Thursday, since the Flyers lost 5-3 to the Carolina Hurricanes, which actually wound up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Went ahead and they played the Calgary Flames. They've played the St. Louis Blues, and they've played the Washington Capitals, all resulting in losses. At least they got 1 point out of that.
Not good.
No.
1 out of a possible 8, not good.
Well,
tonight would be a possible 8, but
at least they didn't get shut out tonight. They've
True.
been shut out 2 times in the last week.
Yeah, that's
not good.
No, not if you want to, try to make a run here. You need to be scoring goals. I mean, they're one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to goals per game, and again, it's can't blame the defense on that one, but it's just again, it's a bottom 6 situation where they're just so top heavy that there's nothing going on in that bottom 6, and there's no secondary scoring. And
wow, that was actually a really nice play. Not to cut you off.
No, it was a beautiful play right between his legs.
That was a great play to keep the puck in the zone by Gudas.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass by JVR, and it's about time TK finally finished one.
Yeah. 11
He
goals
needs
for
one.
the season on him.
Yeah,
so.
he needs one. Listen, he's one of the guys that I think, and we're going to get into this a little bit more in depth a little later on here in this first segment. He's one of the guys that should be untouchable on this roster.
Should be. Again, he's a guy that, they were supposed to and Dallas almost got one back there, but a nice save by Hart.
Good play, good defensive.
Listen, we got another night. This is our third time
in a
this
row.
year, so
Yeah.
I mean, this is awesome. We get another live reaction for you guys tonight, so
we're going to jump real quick back into this. So Calgary Flyers wound up losing 3-2 in overtime. As a game that the Flyers should have won.
yeah, and it's a good team. That would have looked really good on the resume there, but
That probably would have helped
Yeah.
this team a little bit,
Ex-
spark something like, hey,
yeah,
we just beat
absolutely.
the top team in the Western Conference
Yep.
right now. Then they come out and they lose 3-0 to the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, that's a very bad loss. That's a team that they definitely should be able to beat. They've been having their own struggles this year and just have not been playing well. So
And then they lose 5-3 to the defending Stanley Cup champs, and that still doesn't sound right.
yeah,
shot
I
from
don't
the
like
point.
saying that, but I mean that's an understandable loss. Not a lot of teams come out of a game against the Capitals with a win. So
And I didn't get to see any of the game, but judging from a 5-3 score, they played better.
yeah, I mean, and it's a team that they're putting up goals against with a great goaltender and a great defense, but yet they can't even score a goal against the Blues. So I mean, that's
Who had their
yeah.
backup in.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know his name. That's how.
But those who are watching and listening to us, not having an opportunity to watch the game, Flyers are up early in the second period, 1-0 off a goal by Travis Konechny, which was something that they needed. He needs to get going.
A little TK action for you
Little
tonight.
TK.
So
Yeah. So, poll question again, once again. Will Wayne Simmons be traded before the February 25th deadline, which is an hour earlier than normal?
yeah,
It's just 3 o'clock. Usually it's 4
Ooh,
o'clock.
yeah, that's going to be a little different this year. But I think it's going to be exciting. There's a lot of teams that are
I
gonna
can't
be
say I
wanting-
disagree with that comment.
Yeah,
I can't say I disagree with that.
I saw that too. I would love to, but we gotta stick to what we gotta talk about tonight. So
Yeah, unfortunately.
we don't need Ryan to throw on the music early on us. So.
What?
10 minutes
What?
into the show.
Nah, somebody Grasshoppers Landscape says Talk Eagles football might get more people tuning in. Flyers suck ass right now. It makes total sense. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But it's just we got to stick to hockey tonight. I don't want to branch off too much tonight.
You get enough Eagles football. Let's
yeah. Let's talk about the team that really sucks.
Yeah, let's give our opinions on what needs to be
Yeah.
done here. So, like I said, early on, 1-0 Flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Poll question is, will Wayne Simmons be traded before the February 25th trade deadline?
Yeah. And I think it's inching more and more towards yes, and I think a good contending team will most definitely go for a guy like that. I mean, he's a big body on the power play, and just overall, I mean, he could be a great help to a team. And I'm stealing a lot of this from James, but Toronto, I mean, that would be a great place for him to go back up to Canada and just imagine him on that power play already with what it looks like. It would be scary.
Their power play is scary as it is already. Okay, so for you, it's a yes.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, there's going to be a lot of pieces that I think are going to be moving from this team, and sitting at the bottom, why waste your guys' talent and chances of going for a run somewhere on a different team when they know they're not going to get anything from here. So
Yeah, so being as in they're already in rebuild mode, you think that it's time to just sell?
I think it's
basically
time for a fire
sell the
sale,
entire team, yeah.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, they set this team up for great potential, and it's not anywhere near where it was projected to be. I understand there's a whole goalie carousel going on right now, and it's ridiculous. They're tied to their NHL record for most starting goalies in a season with 7 now, with starting Mike McKenna just a couple nights ago. So again,
And it's barely January.
exactly. I mean, there might be still more to come, which is
Yeah.
scary to say. I mean, it's just
Hey.
it's bad.
For Carter Hart, man, knock on wood for him.
No, I don't ever want to see the kid get hurt. Obviously, I lose a little respect for him because he's a Flyer, but I mean, the kid, he's going to be phenomenal. I feel bad for him. It's like I feel like this season anyway, they're wasting his talent.
Yeah, he puts himself in good position to make saves. He's really good side to side. He's very calm. He's very poised. He's got a 2.41 goals against average.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. I didn't even have to look that up.
Yeah,
Thank
that
God.
was perfect timing.
That was great timing for that.
So I mean, it's a shame that for a guy like that to be on a team so bad this year that it's just the Flyers fans wanted this so badly, and it's just not the right season for him to be up.
Actually, I think this is the perfect time for him to be
You
up.
think water really bad?
Not even that. Well, not necessarily that. It's you don't have to really worry about putting that kind of pressure on him yet.
That's true.
You can let him get acclimated to the speed of the game. You can let him get acclimated to playing against guys like Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid.
I got you now. It makes sense.
It's a little less pressure on him. He can just go in there and he can play his game and he can learn the game. So, I mean, I'm good with it. And this was and I've said this all offseason. This is the only way I would have been okay with Carter Hart coming up this early.
Yeah.
Or coming up this year, period.
It's something that we projected probably no later than February, and obviously we saw him in, early December. So, I mean, we saw it coming this year, and it was just a matter of when.
All right, want to jump to some of these comments real quick?
Go ahead, yep.
All right, so I got James Wilder chiming in, our resident Canadian. Heard the last place Flyers are offering complimentary tickets. That true? LOL. Hashtag last place comes with new lows.
Listen, hey, the next time Pittsburgh rolls into town, I hope the Flyers are in the same situation. So maybe I'll actually go out to Philly for a game this year.
Our boy David Raska chiming in, 9th straight loss by Anaheim.
Yeah,
as a Ducks fan, I'm not happy with this 9-loss streak.
Yeah,
Ducks
I wouldn't be. I mean,
yeah, no,
I'm not
listen,
happy
I'm
for
not
you.
happy.
That's not good at all.
Ducks need to get a new head coach. Do you agree? 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move on from Randy Carlyle. Ryan Getzlaf really hasn't shown his full potential as the captain under Randy Carlyle.
Yeah.
Corey Perry he's non-existent with Randy Carlyle behind the bench. So, and I realize that he's not coming back for another month and a half.
Yeah, which is not good.
But
that's bad.
With Anaheim still being in playoff position, I think now, if they're going to do it, now is the time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Greg Malakovic saying, I'd rather them trade Simmer, especially if they aren't looking to re-sign him. Got to get something back, just can't let him walk.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't agree more with you, Greg. I miss you, man. I don't see you anymore.
So, Greg, if you're still watching, I want to get like a perspective of which team do you think maybe he would be traded to. I know, like I said earlier, Toronto. I know James is also for Toronto, too. He said that would be a good
It'd
spot.
be a good fit for him.
I think so, too.
They need a power forward. They don't really have one.
They don't really have that, and kind of a guy that's an intimidator, so.
And then Ralph Delvecchio. Ralphie. Another Flyers game and another night with Drew in a Flyers jersey. What's your thing against Drew, Ralphie? He's the best player on the fucking team. He's the only one that actually shows up every night. Yeah. I don't understand it. Why does everybody want to get rid of Claude Giroux?
I mean, I started, feeling that way too, and it's just like it's not a good situation. I mean, he was supposed to be the resurrection of this team and just hasn't done much at all in the past couple years, and it's just, to me, it's
no, he hasn't done much, but he's only put up just as many points as Sidney Crosby, Patrick Kane, Alex Ovechkin.
But go to his playoff record, and that's all you have to say. So it's
but he's not the only one playing in the playoffs.
I know that, but when you're this great talent, you should be a lot better than that. You should have a couple of Stanley Cup runs. You should have, all these playoffs win, all these kinds of things, and it's just he hasn't. This team hasn't ever really gotten to that next level except for that one run where they lost to the Blackhawks. So it's like
he wasn't even the captain at that point.
I know, but still, as great as a player as he's supposed to be, I mean, he's
great player doesn't always necessarily mean great captain, but he is definitely a great player. He's the best player on the ice.
Oh, there's no doubt. He's absolutely the best player on his team.
He consistently shows up and puts 100% effort in every single game.
Yeah.
Why would you want to get rid of that? You trade Claude Giroux right now at 30 years old. Yeah, you hold on to him. You might have him at the end of his career.
Yeah.
When they get good. But if you trade him right now, you're going 3 or 4 years back in the wrong direction.
Yeah. But realistically, I mean, how far away are they right now looking at him from being even a playoff contender? It's just.
If the right moves are made at the trade deadline, 2 years tops.
Yeah.
Giroux's in the middle of his prime right now.
I could tell you right now, Chuck Fletcher looks real good claiming McKenna off a waiver. So if that's going to be your first move, there's I don't know about him right now. If that's going to be your first move, that's not good.
Unless he's just waiting to unload at the deadline.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, the longer you wait, the longer the situation is just gonna get worse for them. So I mean, he needs to make some kind of splash now. What is it going to be? We don't know.
They may not. You know what? They may even just. And I'm not saying that this is the case because technically you can't do it in hockey, but he could be tanking.
Tanking, yeah.
And the reason is because they know Scott Gordon's not going to be the head coach of the future. So, and it's a terrible thing to even think about.
Yeah.
They probably
TTP.
want somebody. They probably want to bring in some guy who is a Chuck Fletcher guy.
Yeah.
Who is going to come in and, be effective and be that guy who's going to get these guys to play their full potential.
Oh, yeah.
I got and I know we throw his name around all the time, Joel Quenneville.
Yeah.
Maybe a guy like an Alain Vigneault.
I had 2 great coaches right there that I think would be pretty damn good.
And I
here
think
in Philly.
Quenneville would be a great addition to Philadelphia because of all the young kids that are on this roster.
Yeah.
Look what he did with Chicago.
Yeah.
They were young.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think that would be a great spot for him to go to. I mean, it's just,
But they also
he knows how to work with the younger kids and be able to just,
they have all these guys that are also on this roster that have no trade value whatsoever.
Yeah.
Guys like Dale Weiss. Nobody wants Dale Weiss at whatever he's making.
Yeah, it was like, what, 2.5 or
$2.5
$3 million
that's
a year?
too much for him.
See, that's
Scott
the thing.
Lawton. Scott Lawton's proven to be that he's really not what they thought he was going to be.
Who? Exactly.
Exactly. And, it's just these quote-unquote role players that they have,
Yeah.
they're garbage. Like that, Claude Giroux's still on pace to put up 100 points with a bunch of nobodies around him.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
Imagine if they actually built this team around them.
Yeah, if they built it the right way, I mean, we definitely wouldn't be sitting here talking about them being in last place and,
And I'm not saying anything about Nolan Patrick because it's only his second season. He came straight into the NHL.
Yeah.
TK had a year in the minors, or in juniors, I should say. He was not even in the minors.
Yeah.
Came in the next year. He's got, almost 50 goals in his career already in 3 years?
Yep. So, I mean, it's –
the talent is there. It's the role players that need to be changed.
It's just there's –
Defense needs to be better.
Defense
Special
needs
teams
to be better.
especially needs to be better.
Goalies need to stop getting hurt. Obviously, it's something that you can't really predict. But, I mean, it's just it's another issue to this team that has always been an issue, and it continues to be an issue. So, I mean, they scored.
There's
they
another
scored
one.
on a
That was a
delayed
nice
penalty.
little tip in.
Yeah.
It was a power play goal, I think, wasn't it?
It's a delayed penalty goal.
JVR. I think
So.
got that. I think he got the piece of it.
Yeah, so Dallas goes down 2-0 now.
Good. Maybe they can snap this streak.
Seeing a little life out of this team here.
Let's keep talking trash.
Yeah, that's what it is. You ever do that when you talk shit about somebody and they do the complete opposite?
Claude Giroux.
Right now, that's kind of what's happening. So
Claude Giroux to
hey,
JVR.
listen, they get a win tonight, they move into 30th place. So think about it that way, folks. You won't be dead last anymore.
Yeah, Claude Giroux doing what Claude Giroux does.
Got a couple
being
more
productive.
comments rolling in. Tom says, "What's up, my boys? What up, Tommy?"
Tommy.
Greg says, "I think a lot of the trade Giroux talk centers around that he's one of the few pieces that would get top talent in return. I'm hot and cold on the trade talk personally. I totally agree with you.
I hate it. Like, I get it. Like, he's going to get you the most back because he's the most valuable player on the team. But you have nobody that's ready to take up that C.
Yeah.
You're going to take 3 or 4 steps back from where you are now. It's a stupid move to make right now. There's a lot of young talent that is ready to come up, that needs to come up, that can't come up because there's no fucking spots. Because guys like Dale Weiss, who do nothing, are taking up that
and
spot.
Just wasting cap that you can't waste.
Guys like
you
Andrew
know.
McDonald.
Yeah, another bad contract.
That was a Holmgren contract, too. That was the worst part about that
A
one.
lot of these contracts are just bad, and it's affecting the way that the farm system's working right now. And it's, you guys, you can't get these pieces moved around and can't get these guys up here that,
You trade somebody's like, okay, Voracek is going to be a little bit tougher to move.
Yeah.
His contract is a little high for what he does, but he's a playmaker. He's a guy that's
exactly.
going to set you up.
He'll get you 60 assists in a year. So I
Yeah,
mean,
he'll get you 50, 60, 70 points a year,
yeah.
maybe even 80.
Well, that year
But he's got a
Giroux-
full. He's another one. I think he's got a full no movement clause.
Yeah.
Claude Giroux has a full no movement clause. He
Yep.
needs to give you a list of teams, and even if he gives you that list of teams, he still has to okay the deal.
Yeah.
He's a Philly guy. He wants to be here. He wants to go nowhere else.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, listen, you've been here your whole career. It's hard to even want to move from it, but I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, you got to look at it as a franchise.
Sorry. Rob Taramina just chimed in. His comment is pretty good. Thought the guy on the left was Kyle for a second. We call him upgraded Kyle.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I don't know how I feel about that, but it's still pretty funny.
I think I should go home.
No, don't leave me. I can't do this by myself.
He said upgraded. I'm trying to help you.
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. That was pretty funny. I enjoyed that.
Damn.
Thanks for that, Rob. That was good. What else we got going on here?
Ugh.
Frank Vespi. Hey, yo, sorry to bother you at work. I think Simmons is going to be shipped as much as I hate to say it. Oh, he's got a lengthy one here.
He goes, as much as I hated to say it, he has been mentioned in so many trade situations for the several years. Sadly, this is the year the trigger is pulled. He also goes on to say, let's hope he doesn't get traded to the Sharks for Thornton.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Thornton, the only reason why Thornton is still playing is because Sharks re-signed him. Nobody
Yeah.
else wanted him. And David Raskin wants to know which new head coach for the Ducks. I would like to see Elaine Vigneault.
Yeah, I think Vigneault would be another good fit. Again, any of those coaches that you named earlier would all be good fits for here or either Anaheim. I know you've been wanting to push out your coach for a while now.
This is an interesting little hashtag that Frank sent. Hashtag lose for Hughes.
Interesting.
Kid from Team USA, their captain. I want to say it's Greg Hughes.
We'll have to look that up.
I'll look that up right now. But yeah,
Yeah, USA. That was sad.
he's projected to be the top draft pick.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Oh, no doubt.
But some of these guys, I think they were just brought up too soon.
Yeah.
Going back to the Flyers roster here as I look this up.
Yeah, and it's just, a lot of them, like you said, they were brought up way too soon, and it's just, I don't know. It's hard to get something going when you really haven't had your first experience in a major league kind of setting, and just to bring them up right away to the NHL instead of putting them through some kind of process to get up here, it's just it doesn't help. I mean, yeah, you get to learn right away from the pros, but
Jack Hughes.
you're not,
I don't know why I thought Greg, but it's Jack
learning.
Hughes.
Well, and then to have maybe go for this guy, then you have Morgan Frost coming up again, another guy that's been averaging almost 2 points a game in the juniors. So I mean, again, he played great too in
Morgan Frost had a great junior tournament. He had a phenomenal
Absolutely,
junior
yeah.
tournament. So I'm going to try and bring up Jack Hughes's. Hughes? Is that how you say
Hughes. It's probably just Hughes.
it? Jack Hughes stats here. I gotta find
Yeah.
the right website here.
Well, it looks like the Flyers are going back onto the power play here.
Good because they're showing signs of life. They got a little bit of a spark going tonight, which is good.
Klimberg goes
Wasn't
into
he-
the box.
Wasn't he a Penguin at one point?
Klimberg, no.
Are you sure?
No.
Who am I thinking of? Or was a star that was a Penguin or
Goligoski.
Yeah.
Alex Goligoski was a
Alex Goligoski.
yep.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, who did we traded him for
Look at that power play, 13.3. Elite
Hey.
prospects. There it
only
is.
29th ranked in the league. I mean, listen, at least it's
not
last.
It's not last place anymore, so they've gone up.
Yes, so absolutely, it's not last. Oh, we forgot to read my dad's comment. He says, "Yo, guys, yo,
What's
Pops."
up, Papa Klinkoff?
Can't forget about that one. But yeah, I mean, again, and that's another situation that has been bad over and over again for the Flyers is special teams. You know, between the power play and the penalty kill, they're bottom 25 at least. I know the penalty kill hasn't been as good either. So I mean, it's just it's the little it's not little things because it's a major part of the game, but it's just these things that just keep adding up like, for this Flyers team that just keeps putting them into a pit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it always seems to be a pit that they can't seem to ever climb out of. And
No.
Listen, if they decide to go on a tear with the roster that they have and go on a little 10-game winning streak, they're right back in it. They're not that far out.
Well, yeah, the way that the Metro's been playing this year, they've been good, but compared to teams like Tampa Bay and Montreal, they're mediocre. They're mediocre to them, but. Again, I mean, right now, even with a 10-game winning streak, I mean, that's not to say that the Capitals, Penguins, and Columbus would all lose, but they would still, be out of the playoffs with,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
with a 10-game winning streak.
All right, so just an idea to get a little bit familiar with Jack Hughes and Bill Middlebrook. What's up, Bill? Chimes in, sell, sit them all. I guess he meant to say sell them all or sit them all?
Probably sit them all.
Probably
I know.
sit 'em
I think I remember he was with us last week. He was saying that to sit G, as a healthy scratch for a couple games and just see what happens.
Just some ideas on how good this guy is and just his career totals and why I think he could be a game changer for the Flyers. In the United States Hockey League, in 37 games, 22 goals, 47 assists, averaging 1.8 points per game.
Pretty solid.
In the United States Developmental, 37 games, 22 goals, 47 assists, 86 games, 52 goals, 114 assists for 166 points for just under 2 points a game. He didn't play
That's nasty.
in the OHL. 10 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 1.1 points per game.
Yeah.
So this kid,
He's
good. He definitely has talent.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And it sounds like he's projected probably a first-round pick. And
He's projected
this
number
year's-
1 overall.
what a good save there by Hart, man. Comes right down the slot and just rips one home. And, well, didn't get home, but, found a home of Hart's belly there.
That's the other thing I like about this kid is he makes himself very big in net.
Yeah.
He's going to give you that opportunity there, but then he's going to just very quickly,
Yep.
boom, like that, just take it right away.
Yeah, that's a hell of a save. I mean, it's definitely a game changer there. I mean, he's got 16 saves tonight, so.
I can't agree to that
got about
comment. Sorry. I can't agree to that comment, Bill. I'm sorry. No love loss. I just can't agree to
Yeah.
that. There's nobody else you can put it on.
Yeah. I mean, I would have my captain if G were to get stripped at a C. And
Who's that?
I think it'd have to be Ghost. To me, I feel like he's going to be, if G were to ever leave, I think there's no doubt in my mind that Gostisbehere is going to be the next, captain of this team. I feel like he is a leader. And
think?
I think he's going to be the leader of this defense.
Bill, just out of curiosity, who do you think, if the Flyers were to do that and take the C off of Giroux, who do you think they would put it on? Who do you think is the guy there that leads better than Claude Giroux does?
I mean, that's my only guy that right now I would feel probably comfortable doing something like that for. So, yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
That's a lot. Absolutely, that's a lot.
This guy has a plan.
He has a
Yes,
plan.
he does.
Maybe they should have hired him as the GM. I mean, come on.
I don't know if you want to go over that and tell the people about that daily.
All right, we can do this.
We got it.
I was
We're
gonna
gonna
read
leave
about
his
my
name
guy.
out of it.
I don't
Yeah.
want to. Yeah.
We're going to leave his name out of it. But a Flyers fan on official Philadelphia Flyers fans Facebook page has a 14-step plan for the Flyers here. Step 1, tank.
Good move. I like where your head's at.
Off to the right start.
Step 2, trade whoever for the best we can get.
I like where your head's at.
Step 3, finish last in the league.
Well, that would also be considered tanking. But keep going.
Okay, we'll call it
Wait, how many steps are there?
14.
Holy shit. Okay, keep it going, Brian.
Step 4.
We got all night.
Jack Hughes. We do have all night, actually. We still have a half hour. Jack Hughes drafted to Philly. That's step 4.
As we were just talking
We
about.
were literally
Yeah.
just talking about that. Step 5. Cut the dead weight in the offseason.
And it's not because
Fucking
of
do
us.
that now.
And it's not because of us this week. It's because of this guy.
Right. Step 6. Keep Hart as a starter for next year. No shit. Step 7. Make an offer on any top free agents in the offseason. Panarin, Bob, not Bob if you're going to keep Carter Hart,
Well, yeah.
etc. And try and land someone serviceable. Okay.
I'm
I'm on board with
keep
that.
pointing out the obvious. So what's like? All right, keep
All right,
going.
so I'm keeping. Listen, this is a process.
Go for the best free agent.
Just trust
No
the process.
shit.
Okay.
You gotta trust the process.
Step 8. Let's
Give me something
stop
better.
it.
Okay.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Step 8. Figure out your head coaching situation. That's something they're going to figure out in the offseason because Scott Gordon's not here to stay. Step
Absolutely
9.
not.
Prepare our plethora youth for their NHL rookie seasons. I've been saying that all year.
Preach.
Jesus Christ, this guy is pointing out the obvious.
Preach.
Step 10. Help Provorov recover. Help Ghost restore his confidence. Get defensive core figured out.
I'll get Dr. Phil on the line.
Seriously? Like, I've been saying this all fucking season. Sorry, I almost said his name.
You can say his name.
Almost.
You can say his name.
Hopefully he's watching, because he's going to get a ton of credit for this.
Exactly.
Where was I? Step 11. Have a younger approach to our lineup. Get the prospects up to play and prepare our season start.
There's a punchline to this, Mike.
Again.
There's a punchline to this. Don't worry.
No,
Listen,
listen.
we're
Stop.
Listen, they're trying. They can't. They got all these bad contracts that they
He hasn't
can't.
seen the whole thing yet.
No,
Which
this-
is
I- I-
perfect.
I didn't read it. I wanted to.
No, no,
I
don't
wanted to-
don't read it.
No, no,
don't,
I'm
no,
not
no, no.
reading it. I'm not.
Don't
I
even
wanted-
look at the phone.
I know. I've been looking at the Facebook feed.
Step 12. Have a strong season.
Okay.
Durr.
Let's hope they tank again. I mean, come on.
Step 13. Make the playoffs and compete hard for the cup.
I would hope. I mean, that's your ultimate goal going into every season, correct? Even Arizona has a better chance right now, but keep going.
All right, this is
Since
the
what-
final step.
okay,
This
'cause
is the
we're-
most important step. Step 14. Turn off your console, put your controller on the charging station, and realize this will only happen in NHL franchise mode.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was good.
I would have thought we were talking to Roska.
Why do you think Brian didn't say his name? It really was Roscoe all along.
Yeah, no.
It was Roscoe the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't
Meddling
Roscoe.
kids.
Damn kids. Always meddling.
That
All right.
makes absolute sense. That's the only
But
time
yeah,
you would ever see that.
Let's,
but
let's be real, though. Like, that, it's...
Here we go, 2-on-1. And
Got it. Did he?
Didn't score.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought he got it.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
what
missed
happened.
it. Who was that?
I didn't catch it.
I didn't catch the number. I didn't catch the number of that one. Bill Motorbrook, chime in. How about you make them all play with that one? Have a patch sit on the bench. That's not a bad idea.
Strip it.
I mean, it's not. Delay penalty on the Flyers, by the way. I only say that because as captain, you should show and help your teammates. He's all about himself. We need a guy that can win faceoffs.
Okay. I'll buy that for $1.
I mean, I get the thought process.
Yeah.
The thought process absolutely makes sense. I don't necessarily think that Giroux is really all about himself.
No.
I mean, I can get by his stats that, people can think that. And obviously when he's in his post-game interviews or post-practice interviews, he's gonna give you what you want to hear. He's not going to give
Yeah, that was
He's not gonna
Giroux
give you what you think.
that missed that shot too, by the way. So we're definitely going to get the C off of his chest now. He missed a wide open shot.
and JVR is in the box for tripping. I mean,
Lord.
Giroux's best year, I will say this, is the year that he was on the wing last year. They definitely need guys that can win faceoffs. They don't have anybody that can. At least minimal anyway.
Well, that's something that Fletcher needs to address. Then they got to make some moves.
No, I
mean,
agree. I
listen,
agree.
There's still half the season left here. I mean, it's not possible. It's more unlikely, but it's not. It is possible.
Yeah.
I'll ask you guys a question because I'm literally just scrolling down, these groups just to see what people are talking about as well. And this guy made a list. I'm not going to read the entire list, but he's categorizing a bunch of the players on the Flyers as untouchable, nearly untouchable, expendable, all that stuff. Who would you guys say is in? Are there any Flyers untouchable from trade?
Well,
And
we
if so,
would we
who?
would always think it. Untouchable. I feel like right now is a guy obviously Hart.
Okay.
Hart's untouchable. I would say Gostisbehere is untouchable. I don't think they would move him.
I would say
And
Provorov's
and
untouchable.
Provorov, yeah. I mean, right there, those three. TK and probably Nolan are other guys that they're going to probably try to work around and build off.
What
of.
a save!
So I mean, other than that, I mean, I think it might be fair game. JVR, his contract's a lot to move. I feel like you can't really move that right now.
I think Drew is untouchable. He's got to okay a trade. Same with Voracek. He's got to okay a trade.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of bad contract kind of situations with these guys. So
This guy, so I'll give you what he has as untouchable and nearly untouchable. You just tell me if you guys agree with this. You said most of them. So as untouchable, he has Hart. You guys would agree
Agree.
with that.
absolutely.
Provorov,
Agree.
Giroux,
Agree.
one half. You guys would both say untouchable?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of Flyer fans don't want him here as much as they wanted him here before. So I mean, I'm always
It's not that they don't want him here. It's they want the return.
yeah
they
they just
know
feel
his
like
value.
they're not getting the potential of. I mean, obviously they are with the 100 points a year, but
Yeah.
they aren't getting that
They just
next
don't seem-
step that they want from him.
They just
So-
don't see him as a captain. Like Bill doesn't see him as a captain, and that's fine. Like I'm not trying to
2-on-1
bust on his
the
opinion.
shorty here. Let's see what happens.
And that's
Missed
You're
wide
just
again
missed.
from Giroux.
Is he still untouchable?
Well, that's definitely Bill said. Does it surprise you? Missed wide open shot.
actually kind of does. He's
yeah.
usually the one that usually hits that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
He got up
As-
here.
as he's not very fast either.
Did my phone really just die?
I don't know. Did it?
First world.
Looks like he
problems.
just
First time
missed.
this thing's ever
Just
died.
missed
That's
up top right corner. Oh, he didn't
Yeah.
even make the save there.
Yeah,
That was a good play by Gudis. But
that's a first. Not used to saying that a lot.
so Bill also goes on to say, what do you guys think about Matt? And I'm kind of confused on who Matt is, Bill.
Are we talking about Matt Sensuti?
Are we talking about our host?
Matt Duchesne? What I mean,
Everybody's packing it in, Bill.
listen, we do have Matty coming back. I know that's been a common question every week from Roska. So, Roska, if you're still watching, Matty's coming back next week. So,
He is. We've confirmed it.
yeah.
I'm out of a job. Brats.
Back to your original seat.
Ah.
I take this one back over.
This is my seat now.
It's
wanna give
okay.
it up.
Listen, we could do seating arrangements. It's fine. we'll put Matty over here. We don't need to put him front and center.
No, he doesn't need to be front and center. This is my seat now. This is where I
Ooh.
like to say I like got the camera and got the light right on me. Everybody can see my ugly face. It's
See,
nice.
I don't like the lights. So I'll move over.
Want me to turn it
off? Yeah. Turn them all off and see how the show goes.
He'll really be radio.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys want real radio? We'll turn off all the lights.
Oh God.
All right, goodbye.
So what was it?
Obviously, we won't go that far. Oh,
We
the
love you
Flyers-
too,
the
Bill.
Flyers got another power play.
We love you too, Bill. But Matt, who? That's what I'm curious
Yeah,
about.
I got to figure out. Are we talking
Before
Matty?
we can
like,
move
are
on,
we
we
talking
wanna know
our
who-
Matt, or what's going on here?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, that's
is there a
all.
guy named Matt on the roster that we're not sure of yet?
I don't know.
Poor Brodo's phone died. He's got nothing to do now.
Yeah,
Uh,
sign guy. We won't. We promise, boss. We won't do that.
all right, where's my lighter? We are nothing but trouble. All right, so the Flyers on the power play again. About a minute 8, which, if I'm the Flyers, as much as I'm trying to score on this power play, I try and just run the clock. I know it seems kind of silly.
Yeah, no, I would get it now because I feel like, damn, that was fast. What would you just leave it right outside? I know you didn't run to your car. That was quick. Oh my god.
Oh, he was talking about Matty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was. But
Yeah, no, he'll be back next
yeah,
week.
there's no doubt. Obviously, we miss having the true Flyers guy here. I mean, he knows the ins and outs of this team more than both of us. So I mean, And believe me, this is the time that I would love to have Maddie here right now when they're at the worst, because that's when Maddie is the best.
When
I mean,
he's yelling and throwing things
absolutely.
and abusing us.
Yep, and that's when I like having Maddie on this show.
Listen,
like,
I
you
love
know.
Maddie's opinions, and I love, respect everything about him, but I like the fact that I haven't been beaten up in a couple weeks. I like the fact that you haven't been beaten up in a couple weeks.
I
He's an
think
angry-
I think I need to be.
He's an angry elf.
Yeah, he's an angry.
Keep you in line. Nah, Matt will be back next week, like I said. I'm very excited about that, actually.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we missed Maddie. Can't wait to get him back. So
Jumping back to Trade Talk. Jumping back to Trade Talk real quick. Obviously, we know needs of the Flyers, scoring depth, special teams to step up. We need guys in there. We need snipers on the power play. I don't know why I keep saying we.
I know,
am.
like I always say we too, and
I
I'm
say
like,
we
I'm not
for
anything
everything. It doesn't even
associated
matter
with
anymore.
This.
It
I
doesn't
don't
matter
want to be
anymore.
associated with this team. This is not it.
All right, so Bill, hey guys, serious question. I'm having a brain fart. Who did they bring up a few games ago, about a month ago, played well? Oh, I can't think of his name. I know exactly who he's talking about.
I'm lost because I think I know who you're talking about. Scored a couple goals.
He was wearing number 4. He was wearing Kimo Timonen's number, I believe. If it's the one I'm thinking about. Flyers fans are always the most aggressive.
That's a true fact there, Dean. I just don't agree with your other comment by saying go Devils.
I don't agree with that either. Fuck the Devils, man.
Yeah. You know what I don't
I
understand?
have no hatred for the Devils, but just
No,
because. Why not? Just
I
fuck
mean,
the Devils.
Yeah,
Why not?
Obviously, with a team that
Somebody's got to say it. Matty hasn't been here. Fuck the Devils.
Yeah.
Fucking Scott Stevens. Kill Derek Lindros. He scored a few goals. Oh, God. I don't even know. It's not who I was thinking of then.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm checking.
Brodo's on it.
We got Brodo on it here, so.
Veroni, that's who I was thinking of. But I might be wrong.
Come on, Brodo!
Quicker!
Hurry up,
Look at
kid.
that, looking at a needle in a haystack right now.
But anyway,
we'll get you that answer once we figure that out.
yeah,
so.
we're working on that, Bill. We'll eventually get it. So,
But yeah, we needed Maddie here to yell at Dean. So,
oh, he would have probably cursed Dean out.
especially the way the season's
He's
been
just
going.
like,
There's-
you know what? I think he knows when Matt's not here because that's when he comments, "Go
Maybe.
Devils."
Yeah, you know what? It's been a while. Dean hasn't joined us in a while, so
He
Yeah.
he
He knows.
He was here last week.
well, yeah.
Yeah, he was here last week. I saw his little Go Devils. But
Damn it, Dean.
as far as needs go, like I said,
Everything.
we know Flyers need a sniper. Yeah, everything.
A little bit of everything.
We know they need a sniper. This is my biggest pet peeve watching the Flyers, and I'll sit there and I'll watch them pass the puck, 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 pass the puck. Can somebody fucking shoot?
Yeah.
Fucking shoot the puck. Like, come on. There's not enough guys on this roster, and it's really starting to show that are, I don't want to say they're too afraid to shoot the puck. They don't have the confidence to shoot the puck.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, it's just
Very pass happy.
and you know, their power play percentages would be a lot more if they just took the damn shot. I mean, we were just watching this one here, and the first minute and 20 seconds of that power play, it seemed like there was just a lot of passing going on, and just, you know, I understand you got to look
Trying
for
to get
that
fancy.
for that perfect, you know, that little seam that's going to make it right to the net. But listen, on the power play, rebounds are where it's at. You don't have to go for the snipe in one time or every time. I mean,
No, you don't. But if you got a lane, like, I understand
But
if
that's-
the lane's clogged up,
Yeah.
pass the puck. But if you got a lane, take the fucking shot for crying out loud.
I know, and it's not about getting fancy. And I always say the same thing. Obviously, you know, power play numbers are different for the Penguins, but that's something that I wish, like, somebody like Crosby would just do. A lot of times on 2-on-1s, he's passing the puck, and I'm like, just shoot the damn puck. And it's just, there's so many times when I look at these guys and they're always pass happy, and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's nice to be greedy and just take the damn shot, because I know I could guarantee
Like
you,
here, like the play that TK scored on, like, that could have been a simpler play.
yeah,
And it was basically a deflection. from
Yeah,
TK, but
there's no doubt.
that was a little bit of a fancy backhanded pass, but it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always going to work out getting
Yeah.
fancy like that. So the teams that seem to have the success on the power play, keep it simple.
Yeah.
They don't overcomplicate it. And, Detroit, or not Detroit, sorry,
Dallas.
Toronto
Oh, Toronto.
has one of the best power plays.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Because not just of who they have, but they keep the power play simple.
Well, they keep cycling the puck, and they take those shots. And,
Right. They
and that goal there, by the way, went off the defenseman's foot as it went through. Ready? Watch. Right there. And then went in. That would have probably
so maybe that's Giroux's goal then, not JVR's.
He may no, yeah, it doesn't look like it went off a JVR from that angle anyway. I mean, obviously we see what
Is it Folan? Bry?
Huh?
Is it Folan?
Christian Folan? No, he's a defenseman.
So all these other guys, I'm looking at the depth chart. Everyone else has played like 43 games.
Look through like the stats. Go to
That's
like.
what I'm- yeah. That's what
Oh,
I'm looking-
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
interesting.
He's played. I mean, the only other guy that's played less games is Knight. He's played 3 games. I don't think he's talking about him, and he has 0 points.
Yeah, there's definitely not
Yeah,
him.
it's not him.
Okay, good.
So everyone
that
else has
up.
been up for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna look something up. You
Yeah.
wanna read off a couple
yeah,
comments
we got a
here?
couple
we
comments
got a few
here.
coming in.
I don't think we got to this one yet, but Bill, he said, thought he should have stuck around. It was like a month ago. Definitely scored at least one. I was watching and was like, who the hell is that? Again, we're still still trying to figure that out for you, Bill.
This is a fucking project.
Yeah. Dean says, sounds exactly like the Devils without Hall. Power play would be horrible if Palmieri wasn't having the year that he's been having. Yeah, I mean, Kyle Palmieri is definitely a guy that, I feel like
He's a great power play
Yeah,
guy. He was a great power play guy in Anaheim. I was
Yeah,
very
he
upset
was-
when they lost him.
he's a 20-goal scorer every single year, and he keeps proving that. Bill says they don't shoot because they know they all on thin ice, literally. LOL. Yeah, literally, yes.
Yeah.
So let's pass him. You miss him, and yeah. Dean says also Devils making comeback against the high-scoring Leafs. Now 3-2 against the Leafs. They started the game losing 3-0. Chrome chimes in. What up, Chrome? He says, fellas,
My
what's
man,
up?
Chrome.
Been a tough stretch to be a Flyers fans. Absolutely. There's no doubt it's been absolutely rough for, Flyers fans this year, and it's shocking because I put this team in the beginning of the year at like a 5th place position, and they're just not playing that way, and it's even the Devils too. I mean, I put the Devils in the top 4 of this division, and again, the Islanders are playing better than the Islanders are playing good. I mean,
Considering they lost Jonathan Tavares, I thought they were going to be a lot worse off than they
I
are.
literally thought that because they lost Johnny T that they were going to be, bottom of the barrel team this year. But, I mean, I hate the guy, but it shows how good of a coach Barry Trotz is. And he's taken this young talent and he's gone with it. And like I said, again, I don't like him, but it shows how great of a coach that he is. Bill comes back and says, who, if you could have anyone, would you take if you could get rid of G? Wow. Well,
You definitely need a defenseman, a leader,
yeah.
somebody who's going to actually make an impact on that defense. And I'm going to throw a couple names out here real quick before I finish answering that, Bill. Oscar Lindblom is one that I'm thinking of. Mikhail Vorobiev, but he hasn't been up since the roster, since he made the opening night roster. And then Phil Veroni. That's the only 3 guys I can think of that's who you're thinking of. And I would definitely I'll try to get a couple draft picks for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
And you gotta get an NHL ready sniper. So give me a first round, a second round. Give me a defensive leader. He doesn't have to be a top 2 guy.
Yeah.
Give me a top 4 defenseman. And give me an NHL ready sniper, a guy who's got scoring talent.
Yeah.
Because they don't have it. They just don't have it.
there's no. I mean, it's obviously his value is there. The team that he's on hurts his value, and but obviously, like I said, talent is there, and there's no doubt that you could get the pieces back for him. And it's a way that the fans I guess are wanting to go. I mean, like I said, most fans that I've talked to, they want to get G out of here,
Mhm.
and get something for him while you can.
Ready to
And
go into full rebuild mode again.
again. And yeah,
Instead
I
of
mean,
just at
like-
this point, it's retooling.
Yeah, like I said
It's making-
earlier, I mean, I figured that this team was going to be, a good enough team to potentially be. I had them falling short making the playoffs this year, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's a team that has all this potential, and they're just not playing to that potential at
Not at
all. And it's sad. Dean says Matt Barzell fills Tavares' shoes very easily.
And I was
He's
very
kid's
surprised
lights
at
out.
how quickly
Yeah.
he picked up the pace that JT left. Listen, when the Islanders got him, I was very upset that he didn't get drafted by Anaheim because he had so much hype around him, and he's absolutely 100% living up to every
Oh
bit of
my
it.
God, yeah, the kid's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what is this his second year now? Second full season?
Second or third year.
Yeah, I mean, he's been killing it ever since he got into the league, and
The kid's good.
exactly like Dean's saying, he's absolutely filling the. Not so much the shoes, but the skates.
Yeah.
Of what John T left there. So
Again, it wasn't something that was projected to happen as quickly as it has.
no, I'm shocked.
I mean,
I'm
Barry
shocked.
Trotz being behind the bench probably helps out a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, again, like I said, I don't like the guy at all. But
I think what he
he's-
did was
he's a
fucking
great,
scumbagish, but
he's a great coach. I mean, listen, if you could take a team that had little potential of making a playoff push this year and be right in the middle of it right now, it shows how good he is. And it sucks saying that, but I got to give him the credit where it's due. So
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to change the subject real quick. We only got a few minutes left here in the first half, and this is something I want to bring up because it could be something that could be affecting the play on the ice of the Flyers right now. Do you think there's any bad juju going on in that locker room?
well. This is why I kind of focused a little more on the Simmons trade talk, and there was I don't know if you consider it rumors or the press coming out and saying that Wayne Simmons was throwing around sticks in the locker room. It sounds like there could be some kind of situation going on. I think it's more of pure frustration. But is it a bad locker room thing? I mean, if you have guys acting out like that, I mean, to me, it seems like they're starting to lose the locker room. And a guy like Simmons, not so much your captain, but like he's a leader.
Yeah.
And he needs to be. And, he's one of these veterans on the team. And what are we talking, 5-6 years now he's been with them.
About that.
Ever since he came from the Kings, and just, he's a guy that he needs to set examples for these young kids. And, I mean, I think he has. But, if he's one of those guys that are starting to lose it in the locker room, it's going to go downhill from there. He's a guy that doesn't need to be doing that.
And I agree because, in order to be a leader, you got to lead by example. And throwing a hissy fit and throwing the sticks all around the locker room is not a way to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And, like you said, G's got to be the guy who's going to pull him aside and say, hey, dude, you got to
Well,
fucking cool it.
And that's what it comes down to sometimes. Like, I don't want to switch the subject, but, I mean, look at Antonio Brown right now. Obviously, he's a bad locker room guy. And it's
He just took his headset off. He made him put it right
I
back
know.
on.
And it's just I'm just trying to compare the two, but it's a situation where you would like to keep both of these guys, but if he's ruining chemistry between other players and coaches with their players, you have to move him, And I don't think so much it's Simmer being bad with his coaches. I think this is pure frustration. And who wouldn't be frustrated being in last place right now?
No,
I
absolutely.
would
and I
be.
understand it.
I would be, but it's a composure thing, and he needs to keep that composure and just, keep moving forward. Right now, they have a good lead going into the third period, and
2-0.
you got to keep pushing. I mean, you're technically not out of it. I mean, I've seen teams come back from, 13th place and go on to the Stanley Cup. I mean, not saying toot my own horn, but that was the Pittsburgh Penguins. Once Dan Bilesma came to the team, I mean, he took a team from being 12th place all the way back to the Stanley Cup. So
It
never
could
know.
happen. There's a ton of time left.
exactly.
It's just the beginning of January. You got February, you got March, and
Yep.
you got the first 2 weeks in April.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the Flyers still
roughly
probably
2.5
have a
months.
solid 30 7 games left. I think is close to about what they have left. So
She's my favorite reporter, by the way. I'm just throwing that out
no
there.
comment. But
Taryn Harper. Yeah.
yeah,
I think
I
that's
got
her name.
I got a couple more comments to roll through. I know we're getting near crunch time here, but Bill says yes, chemistry
Same
is
difference.
everything.
It's close enough.
Semantic.
It's exactly what it is. Semantics. Who cares?
Bill says get Tom Arnone in the locker room eating McDonald's and give them a speech. I'm for it. I'm for it. I like
after the
last
thrashing-
week's.
I was about to say, after the thrashing we got last week,
Yeah.
he'll light a fire under somebody's ass.
Yeah, absolutely. And
It's a shame he's not
Dean
here.
says adding to that, the Flyers are misusing Nolan Patrick. Give him more time on ice. The kid will be a star. Trade away Simmons and give Patrick his spot on the line,
I like it.
top line.
I like it.
Bill says I like Nolan. Listen, Nolan's supposed to be a star in this league. He hasn't.
He's only he's.
I know. He's
it's
what,
his
20
second
yeah,
year in the league.
I know.
It's
but
a lot of pressure. You know, he didn't go through the AHL. He's gonna be fine. He just
Yeah.
needs time to develop.
But to be a top 2 pick, you have to.
Yeah, but not all
You
top
ha-
2 picks have that immediate.
No, they,
Listen,
they
look-
don't.
look
I
at-
understand because I'm basing a lot of this off of Austin Matthews and
Yeah, but he's not.
Patrick Laine.
Listen,
But
Patrick Laine, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid. They're franchise-changing
Yeah.
players. Nolan
Well,
Patrick wasn't going to be
no,
that.
but I mean, if you're
He's gonna be a
drafting
good
somebody,
player.
if you're drafting somebody in the top 5, they're supposed to help the franchise, and he hasn't really done much.
But that draft was
You
just
know?
a bad draft.
It was. I mean, I feel like the NHL draft has kind of gotten weaker. As
This one,
years-
actually,
yeah.
I think is going to be a really good one.
Well, this year, I mean, Rasmus Dahlin is playing phenomenal this year, and just he's nasty. Kachuk, he's another guy, has been playing great. But to me, I mean, I don't know.
And I agree with Bill's comment here. He says, if you're in last place, play him. Why not?
Yeah,
Why not? You're in last place right now.
yeah.
You're see what you got. See who's ready. See who's not. Just let them play. Let the young kids come up. All right. So real quick before we jump over to break, is there anything we missed? Shelby
Yeah.
Klinkoff says, "Yo, what's up, Munch?" Munch.
Munch.
Oh.
It was my childhood nickname. Relax.
You want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk. I was known as the Munch Man. Okay.
Oh.
Dean says, "I'm hurt." Nico his.
He sheer.
It just says, "I'm hurt." Nico his.
Is that
And
what
then it says
for you?
automatically translated.
Wow, that's weird because on my phone it says I'm hurt. Nico he share. It actually says it.
Oh wow.
Damn.
You have an
Androids.
iPhone, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
got
was
an
about to say.
Android.
All right. So that's going to do it for the first half here. We want to thank everybody who commented in on Facebook Live,
Mhm.
Instagram, and Periscope. We thank you all for joining us. Now feel free, jump over to YouTube. We can keep the conversation going.
I got you loaded.
What?
I don't know. I said I got you loaded. All right.
I don't exactly know. Okay. Oh.
I'm gonna
So-
share this shit on Facebook. Okay.
Got it.
Jeez. So, the first half of this show is brought to you by Skinzana Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I can't stop laughing.
Let's just start this again.
I got you loaded.
It's a fucking mess in here tonight. The first half of the show is brought to you by Skinzana Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can call them at 856-889-3434. You can go to www.skinzanasports.com to get more information. If you got a kid that plays baseball, season's right around the corner.
Yeah, it
Take them to Skinzana Sports Center and get their game up. So, like I said, we're going to YouTube now. Me and Munchie will be back for the second half. We'll see you then.
Damn it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hockey Happy Hour here on HUDRadio.com, primarily now on YouTube. Second half of the show, we got some cool stuff coming up for you guys. We got score updates from Munchie over here.
Shelby, you're dead to me.
Oh, that is not going anywhere anytime soon. Second half of the Hockey Happy Hour brought to you by Wrong Side, Gibson Mayer LLC. Oh, it's a fucking mess. Your certified public accountants. Located 301 Oxford Valley Road, Yardley, PA. You can call them at 215-363-3300. That's Gibson Mayer LLC. Tax time is, well, pretty much right now.
Yeah, I mean, W-2s are coming in, so
As soon as you get your W-2, you know what to do with your taxes.
send them to Gibson Mayer.
Send them to Gibson Mayer. They'll take care of you. They'll make sure you get every penny that you deserve. All right, so if you're just joining us, the poll question is, will the Philadelphia Flyers trade Wayne Simmons? And I've paraphrased this question a couple different ways tonight, but that's it. It's simple yes or no.
Yeah,
Simple yes or no.
I'll go yes.
I'm
I think
going
it's
yes.
time. I think we've been talking about this for 3 years now. I think this is finally the year.
It's definitely time.
It's a contract year. You know, like Greg was saying, I think maybe try to get something back for him instead of letting him walk. So
Yeah, contract year, perfect time to be a rental for a team that's going to be a playoff contender, or they're sitting on that bubble and they need that extra piece to take him
Yeah.
over top, which is going to be that guy.
oh no,
That's Simmer.
How'd it get like that?
Ghost.
And not Gossip Spare.
Yeah.
I'll get it in a second.
Yeah, it's all good. I could see it. We're fine.
Lots of trade talk happened in the first half. If you're just joining us, we talked about Drew, we talked about Simmer, talked about some other options.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, we're going to need a score update.
Oh, it's that time of the night, isn't it?
It is that time of the night.
All right, we got it. Let's go. Capitals Bruins are tied at 2 with about 14 minutes left in the third period. Bruins actually just tied this game up. So on a power play goal, I believe it was by David Krejci. Montreal. Toronto Maple Leafs are up 3-2 against the Devils right now with 14:50 left in the third period. And the New York Islanders are up 3-2 against the New York Rangers. 3-2 right now in the third period. And obviously this score right now with the Flyers game, 2-0 over the Stars with about 11:50 to go in the third period. And
With the
Dallas
Stars
is-
going on the
yeah,
power
Dallas
play.
is about to go on a power play right now. We have the Preds and the Blue Jackets, which the Blue Jackets just tied the game up 1-1 with about 12.5 left in the third period. We have the Hurricanes 1-0 over the Lightning right now, and just about the end of the second period here. Justin Williams scored his 300th career goal tonight, and that was the second person to ever do it against the Lightning. The Canadians are losing to the St. Louis Blues 2-0 right now. About 15 minutes left in the second period. And the Minnesota Wild are beating the Jets 1-0 right now with about 13 minutes left in the second period. We got a couple more games going on tonight. We got 0-0 with Florida Panthers and the Oilers, and games that have not started yet. We have the Coyotes versus the Canucks. And we have great game tonight between the Sharks and the Golden Knights. And probably one of the worst games tonight, Senators versus the Kings. So I think I might stay up for the Kings and Senators game. That's just me. Okay. I saw sticks go in the air. I wasn't sure if it was a goal, but obviously wasn't. Good save.
Really? Kings and the Senators?
Listen, and Washington just scored as we were about to wrap that up. So 3-2 Washington right now. I hope it wasn't Ovechkin, but it probably was. Backstrom. Of course it wasn't assisted by Ovechkin because he doesn't pass
He
the
doesn't
fucking
assist
puck.
it. No, he doesn't.
So.
All right, so thanks for the update. That's
yeah, man,
awesome.
that's what I'm here for.
And the fucking Senators, Ducks can't even beat the Senators right
Yeah.
now. They couldn't
Listen,
beat a wet dog.
all the good teams, for some reason, struggle against the shitty ones. So, I mean, I don't know why. But it just happens. Like, right now, the Lightning should not be losing to the Hurricanes at home 1-0.
No, not at all.
So, not that Hurricanes have been shitty. They've been playing very good hockey recently. So, but, yeah.
This is interesting. But it's nobody that's really important.
Oh, it's not. Do you know who they are? That's their offensive line.
Yeah, but it's all limited practice.
There's still. Don't take this away from me.
I'm not trying to take this. I'm trying to keep.
Their entire offensive line limited practice off of a bye week. Thank you.
It's limited practice. That
Doesn't matter.
means that they're probably going to play on Sunday.
You know what it isn't? Full practice.
It's only
There's a chance.
Listen, I don't want to
It's
hurt.
Thursday.
I don't want to hurt my
It's
big
Thursday.
guys
There's still
against
2 more
one of-
days.
I don't want to hurt my big guys
Still got
during
2
the
days.
week. You got
It'll
you
be
got to
full
go.
practice. Don't you worry.
You got to go up against one of the best defensive lines in the league.
And they were all
this
limited
week. Why
practice
not?
yesterday too.
I'm not.
Listen,
Take
I'm
it
not-
away from me.
I'm not trying. Listen,
We're
I'm not
taking
trying to
it
rush your
away
bubble.
from him. Damn it. Jesus.
Don't be a hater because you're not in there. You're not in
my
there.
God. Sorry.
Whoa,
You know,
I wasn't gonna go there.
Sorry, I didn't
You
mean to
know,
go there.
I was thinking I would
That
never
was
say
sorry,
that.
that was
you
reaction.
Know, I haven't seen a play. That missed a playoff since 2012. I know it's rough. It's
Sorry.
I've only seen 3 Super Bowls in my whole
It's
life.
the reaction because that's the reaction I use it when other people are talking because
it sucks.
they're clueless fans.
It sucks.
I apologize.
More,
I didn't mean
more
it.
time for the Penguins. That's all.
Hey, exactly. Why not? And once the Steelers season ended, the Penguins season went skyrocketing up.
See, there you go.
But there's no locker room problems there. There's not divas on that team. Okay.
Apparently,
Not
DJ
yet.
LeMahieu might be on the move as well. DJ LeMahieu, second baseman for the Rockies. He's a pretty good player.
Oh, I didn't know. We were jumping sports. I didn't know
Sorry,
where we
we're
were
jumping
I
sports
didn't
right
know
now.
where we were at. I'm
That's
like,
a lot of jumping.
Yeah, a lot.
Because we just went from hockey to football to baseball. So we want to
Hockey
bring
to
up
football to
soccer
baseball.
next.
No, nobody
Okay.
likes
Alright,
soccer.
who the fuck is soccer anyway?
Nobody likes
I
soccer.
hate soccer. Just throwing that out there.
Could be a Dodger. They're the front
Wow.
runners for DJ.
As long as Harper's not a Dodger, I'm okay.
As long
Well,
as a
they'll
lot of
send 'em-
people
they'll
are
send
Dodgers.
$300
I kinda
million
want a DJ
for
here.
6 seasons or something stupid like that.
But anyway, so we're gonna get to a couple of YouTube comments here. You got Mark Sholey chiming in. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Kyle Travitz. Where's Dr. Dementia? Who's Dr. Dementia? Okay,
We'll
Kyle.
just say it's Noah.
Well, thank you for the comment anyway.
We'll just say it's Noah.
That sounds
Does
about
he
right
comment
there.
on
Does Noah know what Facebook is or YouTube is? No.
Does no one know what anything is? He's the only person I've ever seen in the last 5 years that still reads a newspaper.
He still has a flip phone.
Oh, dear God.
Hey,
This
Read that
poor
too.
guy.
it's a trap phone.
It's almost 2020. Come on, brother.
Hey, listen,
Wow,
he's still
2-0 and the Flyers don't score.
That's what I'm saying. You need a sniper.
8 straight losses.
Mark wants to know.
Not after tonight, probably, but
You never know.
I hope.
Mark wants to know if the Flyers do trade Wayne Simmons.
Okay.
How do you? Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. How do you feel about Simmons leaving Philadelphia? That's his question. I thought he was asking about how do you feel the spot.
Well, you can switch it. Switch it. Just pretend.
Well, we'll make it a two-parter.
Okay.
There's a lot of
So how do you
grammatical
feel?
errors on this YouTube chat right now.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a grammar Nazi, but
I know.
this is killing me.
I know.
That's why I
This
get
is
so
killing me
confused.
right now.
And the worst part is,
How do you feel
I'm an
about
idiot.
Simmons leaving Phil Flyer?
Oh, you don't even
I
want to
want
look at the
you
one
know
below
what?
it
I
either.
will. I will give him credit. You do only have a limited.
I wish
limited
they
space
should
for
get
comments.
new goaling.
No, it's not should.
Sold. Sold.
Anyway, Mark, I think for
I'm sorry.
for the you're a terrible person. I feel
There's autocorrect. I mean, come on.
not on YouTube.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is.
Well, what if he's doing what I'm doing and looking at YouTube on his laptop?
Well, then,
It's not on there.
You have a whole computer that knows how to spell words.
Doesn't mean there's autocorrect on there. So anyway, to answer your question, Mark, I'd be okay with it. I think the Flyers need a change. And I think after his little pissy fit last week, they need to move him.
Yeah.
He's becoming a cancer.
Yeah, I mean, I miss a big body, and now that the Penguins just lost 2 of their starters, I mean, hey, I wouldn't be too bad about it, but there ain't going to be no trades between division rivals, so I'm just going to pass right by that one.
I wouldn't want him anyway.
No, I mean, well, I'm only thinking that way because we lost Tornquist, who's that guy in front of the goalie, and that's that guy on their power play. So, I mean, it's just Wayne Simmons is the guy that's going to sit right in front of the net, and having a even bigger body right there. I mean, I would like that more. Like I said, it's unrealistic for the Penguins to do something like that, especially trade within the division. But I mean, I wouldn't mind a guy like that. That's me. That's me. I mean, I think he might be able to fit better with the Penguins than where he's at now. So,
I think there's a few fits for Wayne. There's a lot of teams out there that are on the brink that need a power forward, a guy who's going to sit in front of the net and not be afraid to deflect a shot, take a rebound,
Yep.
stuff something home, make it basically a dirty play, which is something that, not a lot of players do anymore.
Mhm.
A lot of finesse players out there in the NHL these days. But how would you feel about, or how would you go about filling
How
the
would you
role?
feel about it?
I can't do this anymore. How do you Oh my God, we can't go 1 week without this.
By the
music.
way, did you know the next Thursday season 2 on Netflix? the People vs. O.J. Simpson's back on.
I thought it was done after season 1,
I didn't,
which I
I
didn't
didn't even know
watch.
it was a show.
Where can they go from
Okay, he
never
killed
mind.
her.
Are they gonna?
But let's be real. The glove fit.
What's that?
He killed her.
That's my Where do you what's season 2?
Kardashians are good.
Is it gonna be about Robert Kardashian?
It might be. I don't know.
Oh God, that's what the world needs. Another Kardashian show.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you how the Kardashians got famous now.
Oh my God.
But
they don't even know how they got famous.
Wow.
Yeah, Bill joined us
They
here
know
on
how
YouTube.
she got famous. They know.
He said we only got one guy in the top 20 in any category, Simmons for penalty minutes. He goes, shaking my head, sad, really sad. Trade him.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board, Bill. I'm on board.
that's
It's
a
time to move him.
That's a good one.
Listen,
I
get
like
the
that.
deal set. I'll get my car gassed up. I'll drive him out there. It's fine. It's fine. So Dean, would you take him on the Devils? What would you give up for him?
There's no doubt that why not? Why? I mean, the only thing is it's a rental for a team that's not really making a playoff push. So realistically, this season wouldn't make sense. But if you are planning on giving him a new contract at the end of the year that he can't refuse, why not? You know?
I mean, the Devils are a rebuilding team
Yeah, but
that do need that veteran scoring presence, which they are desperately lacking.
yeah.
I mean, you have guys like Brian Boyle, Patrick Maroon, and Kyle Palmieri, and Taylor Hall, obviously.
Yeah.
That are presences. They have a presence on that
Present.
team. They have a presence on that team. I'm trying things here. Let's see what works.
Present.
Presence. Yeah, that works. So, they need a dirty guy. I shouldn't say dirty guy. They need a guy who's gonna get into the
They
dirty
want a
areas.
guy that's going to get down and dirty.
Yeah, it's we're done here.
We're just
Yeah,
going to
it's been one of those nights. So, with all this being said, Wayne Simmons, I think, could be a fit for the New Jersey Devils because they don't really have that guy that's going to get into the dirty areas and do what Wayne Simmons does. You need to stop. You might be worse than me. And more music. Here
I
we
love it.
go. This is why I like having Brodo on as our producer.
So I can hit a button?
He goes, how you read that?
A button?
No, because you actually put music to stuff.
Oh.
He goes, how you read that message was classic. Better than I could have. Hello.
That's why he's here.
This is
So-
a banger, by the way. I play this on the way home. Just
It's like a
saying.
90s sitcom theme
Whoa,
song.
Yeah.
you know what it's called?
90s
Whoa.
sitcom theme.
Marigold.
Marigold.
I don't know. I didn't call it
I
that.
dig it.
Sounds like All in the All in the Family,
Yeah.
like a sitcom.
I fucks with it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that theme song
What?
to All in the Family?
No, I'm not saying the All in the Family thing. So I'm just talking like a sitcom.
It's like a 90s sitcom. Like a, not like the Facts of Life or anything like that, but one of
Full
those,
House?
one of those Hallmark sitcom TV shows.
See, I don't watch those.
I don't watch those either.
Or-
Ryan, you have something to tell us
I watch the Christmas shows.
on Hallmark?
Yeah. What? You've never gone home and needed to have a good cry? No? Just me?
So Marigold?
Not the Marigold.
Oh, okay. Just good for
Well,
Hallmark Christmas
to get
movies.
back onto the subject, Dean says, honestly, no. He is a hothead. The Devils need an upgrade to defense. They have the offensive guys maturing, but having guys like Ben Lovejoy and Andy Green, old end of their careers. I mean,
I
yeah.
agree with Ben Lovejoy.
Yeah, Ben, once he went back to New Jersey, he's just hasn't been playing like the Ben Lovejoy that played for the Penguins and played for the Ducks too, correct?
He did. He was actually very good for the Ducks.
Yeah, I mean, he was good for the Penguins too. I was upset when we lost him. But, we move forward, and these are times that,
I like that. I like that, Bill.
I agree.
Should play Danger Zone.
Well, YouTube would not be happy with us.
No,
So-
YouTube would not be happy with
No.
us. They're not happy with us.
They'll
on
be
this,
sending
but
us
anyway,
a few messages.
something like
yeah,
that.
like goodbye.
Shut it down. Shut down the plant.
We can't do that. We can't let that happen.
No.
Can't let it happen.
No.
It's our plant.
This is our plant.
This
damn
is our
it.
plant. Taking over Barstool. I mean,
We're coming for you.
yeah, we're coming. Don't worry. Take
We're
over.
coming for you.
I mean, I agree with Dean's with what Dean's saying as far as the Devils needing defense.
Yeah.
That's a given. But as far as like,
Well,
they
how
do
about
need
this?
some scoring.
How about a goalie, like a true starting goalie? I don't think Keith Kincaid is gonna, forever be this goaltender for New Jersey, and Corey Schneider's been non-existent in the last couple of seasons. I know he's been hurt,
Yeah,
but-
he hasn't been the guy that he was last year for
but-
sure.
but when he's been playing awful. He gets thrown out of games.
I don't think
and
he's
it's
healthy.
just- I mean,
I think he's frustrated. Well, one, he's like Simmons. He's frustrated with how the Devils are playing. They're not playing up to their full potential. But he not staying healthy is a problem,
yeah,
and it's keeping him from getting into his groove where he got to last year.
yeah. Well, that's not happening.
And it's hurt, and it hurts him, and the
Yeah.
defense playing in front, playing poorly in front, it doesn't help.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Absolutely. What up, big dog?
No McDonald's this week.
Now, what do we got this week? Is that taquitos from the Sev?
Hell yeah.
man. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they
2-0.
are. I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah, well-ish. They're playing
Hart. They got Hart in that tonight, so I mean, it helps. They don't got McKenna playing. I mean, come on.
Well, with McKenna, being on the roster now, he's going to play more often.
He's
Because
gonna have
everyone
to.
else is hurt.
He's gonna.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to. I mean, come on.
I was just almost like that rookie quarterback effect, play him all the time. Let him get through the ups and downs.
Yeah.
Well, right. You're a last place team right now. What do you got to lose? You got
There's
nothing to
no-
lose. You're rock bottom.
You can't get any worse.
I don't know who, I'm not into the NHL lottery game, and I know there's no Crosby or Ovechkin, essentially, of course not, in this year's
I mean,
how
he's
it
a
always
good player,
works.
but
Yeah.
he's not a guy that's gonna, change the world.
I want the first pick in the draft,
Oh yeah.
so hopefully I can land a fucking stud for the next 15 years.
Jack Hughes is gonna be a stud.
Yeah.
Trade them all.
Trade 'em all.
Trade 'em all.
We're with you. We're with you.
So Dean says, and I kind of like this, but I don't really want him anymore. He says so. Cam Fowler attempt to sign Carlson at the end of the season, etc. I'm good with that. He also goes on to say Mackenzie Blackwood was looking good until he got hurt. Kincaid carries the team last year, but this year he doesn't have the defense to support.
True. They'll still find
Agreed.
a way to beat the
100%.
Penguins when I go to a game, but
They lost John Moore to the New York Rangers, who was a clutch player for them. Again, agreed. So, all this stuff being said, teams need things.
and Dallas has scored to cut the lead to 1.
I can't even read how
Is
much
that
time
Jamie
is left.
Ben? It looks like a solid 4,
2?
3,
Something
7.
like that.
Damn it! I should have taken the over on goals. Yeah, there's 3 minutes left.
What's up with Scott Lawton, Bill? He sucks. And on that note, we're going to have to suck and have to bid everybody a very fond farewell. It's just like that.
We don't want to go, but we have to.
We have to. This has been a Hockey Happy Hour. We had a lot of fun with you guys tonight. We had a very fun show, I thought.
absolutely.
I thought it was a great show.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have Maddie back next week.
We are gonna have Maddie back next
Yeah!
week by popular demand.
Yes, Roscoe's been asking for weeks.
He really has, and he's by popular demand. But anyway, we will be back next week with Maddie taking back the reins of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the last month and a half. Bring some of the fire back. And Mikey, who were we brought to by tonight?
You know who we're brought to you by. It's Specialized Physical Therapy. They're located Cherry Hill, Burlington, and Princeton, New Jersey. You can find them at specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Guys, join us next week on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. If you don't have us subscribed anywhere, subscribe, like us, like A2D Live, which is where you're going to get all our live shows.
Absolutely.
So, again, Maddie back next week. Same time next week, 8 o'clock. Be here. We'll see you next week.
Deuces.